Hey guys, and welcome to Laura Didi's DIYs, episode 3. Today's theme is how to make your own paint sample calendar. And yes, it is dry erase. A frame, and mine is 9 by 12, a piece of paper, and a washable marker, some beads or sequins, and some duct tape, a X-Acto knife, or you can use a pair of scissors, your paint samples, and that's pretty much it. So let's get started. First, you're going to want to take your frame, and I got mine at Michael's on clearance. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take out the picture that's inside. You're going to want to take out the glass piece, because that's what we're going to be referring to. And then you're going to want to take your piece of paper, place it on top of the glass. And then what you're going to want to do is just make sure that every place that's left over of the glass is even. You can use a ruler to make sure that it's everything that is equal on each side. So I have 1 centimeter around, except on the top I just pushed the paper so that it's all the way onto the top of the frame of glass. It matters to you what type of layout you would like it. So then you're going to take your paint samples. Once you know how much distance you have around on the glass, you can take out the frame and just remember or write it down. And then as you can see, the paint samples are longer than the piece of paper that you have. So then we're going to have to trim it. So I'm going to be taking my ruler and placing it from the 1 grid. So I'm going to be cutting 1 grid off with my X-Acto knife. And then you're just going to want to push against. Against a ruler to make sure that you have a straight line. I try to make mine as straight as I could. So it's like that. I cut off part of the names, like the names are over here. And yeah, you're going to want to do that to all your other paint samples. And I'll come right back to you once I finish that. So now your paint strips should fit inside your paper. So now you're just going to want to measure how much you want on each side left over, or how much you want spaced in between each paint strip. So you might want to get some glue, and I'm using my E6000 glue. So then I'm just going to take my paint strips and put them the way I would like them to be. So since there is 7 different sheets on this, you're going to want to cut off 2. Well, actually before you cut it off, actually just only cut off 1. Okay, so since you have cut it off 1 strip, so that you only have 5 colors on each strip. And since I'm going to put mine right beside each other, I'm just going to measure with pencil how much I want it to be away from the edge of the paper. And I'm having mine 5 millimeters away. And you're just going to want to do a few dots so that you can line it up. And you're going to want to do that on both sides. Like that. So then I'm going to take my first color I want, which is like this paint strip, And I'm just gonna imagine how it would be. So it would be like that for me. And I'm gonna flip it over. And I'm gonna take my E6000 glue and I'm going to open it. And I'm just gonna add some glue in the corners, not right beside the edge though. Like that. And I'm going to do that for each one. So it's like that. And just one dab in the middle. And I'm just going to close my glue. And then flip it over. And be careful. And align it. And just press it. And if there is any excess glue coming out, just take a towel you don't need or a napkin. Like that, so that it's clean. And don't worry if it goes to this side because it's going to be covered by the other paint strip anyway. And then you're going to want to do that with every single one. And my next color is this deep purple. And I'm going to flip that over as well. Open my glue because E6000 glue just keeps pouring out. And I'm going to just spread it from that big dot that it just gave me, so that it won't gush out so much glue. Like that. Then I'm going to close it again, just to make sure no more glue comes out. And then just place that this side. And since I forgot to cut off this one, I'm just going to cut that off now. Okay, so I've done that, and I'm just going to do this until the end and take my next color and open my glue again and just put some E6000 glue once again. And this is the last time I'm going to show you this because I think you're getting the point. And you can also use a hot glue gun, but liquid glue, you can use that too, but I don't think it will stay on for as long. So it's pretty much your choice of what type of glue you would use, but I like this glue because it really stays. So then I'm going to close it again. And flip it over. And just align it with the other paint strips. And just press it down. Like that. Okay, so I'll get back to you guys again once I finish this. So once you've done that, you have something pretty much like this. I decided to keep a bit of more over here so I can add some decorations here. And now you're just going to want to cut a few, like, this is optional, but you need to know the date, right? So what you're going to want to do is just like cut a piece of paper that's about the same size as this, or cut individual ones, but I think it's easier the first way. So yeah, I'll come back to you once again. So what I decided to do is to take one of my paint samples that is the same length as it, and basically what I'm going to do with this is like the excess strips. They're pretty nice and thin for me, and I decided to use those. And I'm just going to cut off a few of these to make it like multicolored, where I'm going to write Monday, Tuesday, and that stuff. So yeah. Okay, so I decided to cut off one piece of the purple, and I'm going to be taking my blues and start putting that across. And at the end, I'm going to finish off with a nice purple. You can make it different and add a like peachy colors, and at the end, I'm adding a purple again. So I decided to go with the peachy colors, so I'm going to take this and my purple, and I'm going to put the paper aside so that nothing happens to it. And then I'm going to just glue it, but not while it's on the paper so it doesn't get damaged. So you're going to want to open your glue, unless you have a hot glue gun and it's still plugged in. Then just squirt it out. And I say not to put too much, like too much drops, or else it's going to like squeeze out. So just try spreading it so that it will look nice, so that no type of glue will be squirting out once you place it and press it down. And then I'm going to put the lid back on quickly. Take my piece of paper, take the strip, and then nicely take it and place it and align it and press down. And if any excess squirts out, then just take your cloth or a napkin, whatever you're using to clean it up, and press it down nicely so it's like that. And now I'm just going to add my purple. So that's how mine turned out. And now is the time to add all your decorations. So I taken a few sequins, and I'm just going to put that on that place I told you I was keeping so I can decorate. So I'm just going to keep it in that section. So you don't have to add anything. This is only if you want to. You can even add some duct tape. Like you can add some in the corners. It's all up to you. So that is my finished look. And now you can just put it inside your frame and you're done. And what I did here is I just taped it so I can cover all the brown. And you can just write the dates on the tape strips. And then you have your final result. Thanks for watching. So that's our finished look. Hope you like this tutorial. Please subscribe and like. Bye.